So I'm not too sure how I missed this, but on the 28th of April, Nihon Falcom held a live stream where they debuted the first ever gameplay for the newest game in the East series, East 10 Nordics. So we're going to be looking through that here. Okay, so visually it doesn't look like that big of a step up from either East 8 or East 9, but that's not really unexpected. If you go into it expecting Elden Ring visuals,
gonna have a bad time.
You're gonna have a bad time. Dogi actually looks like a Calvin Klein model now. They changed Dogi's appearance quite a bit from the huge and bulky Dogi in East 7 to kind of thin but strong in East 8, and now he just looks like he should be modeling for Calvin Klein or something. Well, as you can see, the text is all in Japanese, so I can't really understand what's being said. Adol now has a surfing technique which he can use on land, and the game will now also make use of on-rails surfing to traverse the world. You can play at least as two characters, Adol and the blonde girl. I'm sure there's going to be more that join your party later on like in previous games, and it looks as though also that there's going to be a tag team mechanic as well, where the playable character can launch the currently non-playable character towards an enemy as shown here. It's honestly given me a lot of Astral Chain vibes if I'm being completely honest. Adol now has a hookshot like item that allows him to pull objects as a means of creating platforms and possibly solving puzzles as well. The hookshot item also allows Adol to attach himself to enemies and launch himself towards them. These items look like they're going to be part of your default inventory, which all playable characters are going to have access to, as we see even the blonde girl character surfing and making use of the hookshot. And we've got web slinging as well. How do you like that? This game is really turning the traversal mechanics up a notch. I don't think an East game has had this many options for traversal before. Maybe East 9 Monstrum Nox did, or at least came close, but that's now feeling more like a prototype for what East 10 is gonna be. The game will also feature ship battles, not unlike those of Assassin's Creed Black Flag. And finally, we also got a glimpse of what might be the game's first boss battle, and again, you can't tell me this does not look like Astral Chain. Unfortunately, that was all the gameplay that was shown during this Falcom livestream for East 10 Nordics. But nonetheless, I think the game looks amazing. I'm a little bit nervous about the ocean traversal, as that can very easily get boring depending on how it's done. But from what we saw here, I think it's safe to keep our hopes up at least a little bit as far as that goes. It doesn't look like that big of a departure from the previous East games. Like, you still have your standard hack and slash action and multiple playable characters, but with a lot more traversal options, item capabilities, and a seemingly huge ocean to explore. But one thing is for sure, I'm glad we're back to exploring the outside world again after being stuck in the drab gray world of East 9 Monstrum Nox for so long. And that's going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed it, definitely hit the like and sub. I would appreciate it if you would do that. I'll see you dudes on the next one.